Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Where's Wetzler. I'm your host, Mark Wetzler. We are back with another GeoGuessr video. Today we're playing a competitive world play-along, or challenges, I guess as they're actually called. Links will be in the description, so if you want to play along and see how you do compared to me, that would be awesome. The reason we're playing a competitive world is because it is the map that is used for, I think, both Champion Division and Master 1 no move. Correct me if I'm wrong. But now that I got demoted to Master 1 and I have to play that division this week at least, I might as well work on that map a little bit since I'm not super acquainted with it. So anyway, like I said, links will be in the description. Let's get started. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It snowed a lot here in the mountains of central Washington. Oh no, sorry. I'm gonna have to do a different link. Yeah, we cannot have 30-second round limit because we're going to be explaining our guesses. So yeah, whatever link I put in there will be the right one. Let me just paste it into this thing real quick. Sorry for how low tech this is. I don't want to have to edit anything though, guys. Anyway, all right, let's get going. We're going to be explaining guesses, taking our time. First thing I'm thinking here with these curbs is UAE. Also, take everything with a grain of salt. I am not like a 1700 rated player or like a 1900 rated player, so I might mess up. But that's what's going to be fun because we're going to learn together. So honestly, off the rip, I'm not really sure whether we're in UAE or Oman here, which is unfortunate, obviously. But we can look at these signs over here. We see some English, we see some Arabic. And yeah, this is tough. All yellow plates. I can't remember if that's a UAE thing. This antenna reminds me of Oman. But the fact that the car is blurred out, I feel like I haven't seen that a lot in Oman. Honestly, I'm kind of confused. We do have that stripe pole like you get in Peru over there. I'm pretty sure last time when I went UAE, thinking it was Oman, it actually was Oman. I'm gonna go Oman, trending towards UAE. Actually, might try to line up some kind of grid here in Muscat area, see if it lines up. Because if it does, then I mean, there are some roads that line up. It's kind of all over the place. This could be so wrong, but all right, it was Oman. It was just a little further up the coast. So at least we got the country. Let's go. Round two. Try to explain everything. So first off, with these fence posts, I'm thinking Latin America. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I can't remember if it was Brazil or Colombia or whatever. Probably one of those two countries that first came to mind. Yeah, these are just very common in Latin America. We'll take a look at these palm trees. I mean, Mexico, also a possibility. And that little chapel over there does strike me as somewhat Mexican feeling. So let's check the sun angle. That's another good thing to do. It looks quite south. So that's a point in favor of Mexico. These distant hills to the northeast are a little worrisome. All right, we don't have the Latin American antenna. Another point possibly in Mexico's favor. If it is Mexico, where do we even go? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think I'm going Mexico here. Somewhat coastal, looking north at some mountains. This is a tough one, but especially since I don't even know if this is Mexico. I mean, it could be somewhere around here. Could be anywhere on this coast. Maybe we hedge like around Acapulco. Doesn't feel like that area though to me. Oh dear, I'm worried it's like Brazil and I'm just completely throwing. Yeah, I don't know. Mountains are pretty much due northeast. So that actually is good for like over here maybe. I'm gonna try this. I just hope I get the country. Wow, that's actually a decent guess. A lot better than I thought it was gonna be. All right, first thought here is gonna be Canada or the US with these white outers, yellow inner line. Looks already pretty north just without even looking around. We have a birch tree. We have what looks like sort of like an Oregon bollard, but I don't think this is going to be Oregon ever. That right there looks like an American underground cable thing. And since I'm terrible at telling when things are Gen 4 or Gen 3, I'm not actually totally sure. If it was Gen 3, then this would be the Canadian blur. I'm so bad at telling the difference between Gen 3 and Gen 4. Anyway, let's just take a step back and think about this. We've got like a dark plate there, which is quite confusing. I don't know where would have a dark plate. Can't really tell what's going on there. I am quite confused by this. The only thing that I will say is that it looks north. Part of me wants to go like northern Alberta, northern Manitoba. Part of me is worried that it's Quebec. The bollards I'm not really sure about, but I am pretty set on Canada. I think I will go kind of like a northern Alberta, Saskatchewan hedge. I really don't feel good about it. Yeah, it was actually Upper Peninsula, Michigan. That's not a great guess. In a duel, that would not be good. Okay, we see yellow outer lines here, so that's going to let us know that we're in South Africa or Oman, but this doesn't look like Oman. Israel also has the yellow outers. This looks like South Africa. These kind of tabletop mountains over here are very reminiscent of Lesotho. We have sun directly north, so everything checks out for South Africa. The fact that it's, I think, Gen 4, means it can't be Lesotho. So basically what we're trying to do right now is find a road that lines up here. We're on a curve, though, that is kind of going towards Lesotho. So maybe we look south of Lesotho, although it's very mountainous down there. Let's see. Honestly, if I was in a duel, I might just click Lesotho here, because that's just a great hedge. But yeah, we want a flat area that's going into the mountains. That kind of works for this area. It looks like it's pretty flat here. So maybe we try like this road right there. It was further west. For my standards with South Africa, that's not a terrible guess. It's not great, but it's not terrible. All right, here we're immediately thinking Brazil. Why? Well, we got the yellow centers, and we've got the indented Brazilian pole here, and we've got lush vegetation. All those things are great for Brazil, and just kind of like the red quality of the soil here. All right, where in Brazil? We have supports. I don't know if that's really going to matter for this round. We have a lot of, actually we have acai palms, which is a really helpful hint. Well, actually it's a confusing hint because with this kind of palm here, these like fountain looking ones, those push me towards like Rondonia, Acre. But the acai would push me towards like Belém. But I think acai can also occur in the southwest. So road angle is actually looking very good for down here. But yeah, I don't know. To me, this is kind of a 50-50 between up here somewhere and down there. I was thinking that this was down there until I saw the acai. Oh yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Is that cactus? That's a weird plant. Man, this road is so straight that I feel like we just have to find a section that lines up. I don't know how I feel. I really want to go down here, even though we have the acai trees. I really do, because it just, you get straighter roads down here. But yeah, I'm gonna try it. It's probably, oh, it's actually not bad. It was up further northeast toward Porto Velho, but I'm happy with that. In a duel, I'd be happy with that. So we did 19,145. Our Canada guess was not great, but let's go to the next one. If I can figure out how to do that, I'll be back with the next challenge. All right, we're ready for challenge number 2. Again, link in the description if you want to play along, see how you do, compare it to your boy. First thought here was Australia with the English, and actually you can see an Australian bollard over there, and we have white center lines, and we have what look like somewhat, they're not eucalyptus, but they look just like Australia looking trees. Now, this is when things, of course, get harder because we have to region guess. So let's see if we can narrow anything down. This neon sign might be kind of like a Queensland thing. Oh man, we do have very red soil. We do have Western Australian curbs. These like curbs right here that kind of slope. And they're not nearly as abrupt as some curbs are indicative of Western Australia. And actually, I think this bollard down there does have a black bottom or a brown bottom, which would also be good for Western Australia. So we'll probably, well, actually, I'm an idiot. We have a town, I think, Quinninup, which makes sense. It does look like it says Quinninup something, Bush Fire Brigade. So we're going to look for Quinninup in Western Australia, and let's try to find it. Quinninup right here. Let's actually see if we can find the fire brigade. Maybe we can 5K this. What are we actually have some streets here. We have Kerry Lane. We have Kerry Lane. And Kerry Lane kind of goes off to the southeast. So we should just be right here, I would think. Unless, yeah. Let's go for it. Nice, we got the 5K. Good way to start. Seed. All right, the first thing we're thinking here is Asia with this roof and the dirt road and the palms. Let's pan around and see what we got. We have a Thai pole. These square poles with the holes that go all the way up and down are good for Thailand. I think you can see them in Cambodia possibly too. So actually we should keep Cambodia on the radar. It's actually, yeah, that could be Cambodia, I suppose. One cool thing that I've noticed is that Sri Lanka can have similar poles, but often the holes will just be at the top, maybe the top third of the pole. So yeah, I'm kind of torn between kind of an eastern middle Thailand and Cambodia here. If I was in a duel, I would probably just hedge eastern Thailand and hope for the best. It could be Cambodia, but no, it was up towards Vientiane. Is that actually in Laos? It was Laos. Better players are probably getting that. I'm not. Okay, first thought here, I guess, with the white truck and these rolling hills is Rwanda. But I've been messing this up lately and sending Rwanda on Kenya. So I actually really need to refresh this, and maybe I will do that right after this. I don't know if this is Kenya or Rwanda, and it's really embarrassing and has caused me big problems in duels. So yeah, this could be really bad and embarrassing, but we'll learn together, guys. I don't know what we should send here. Let's send Rwanda. This could be terrible, but let's send it. And it was Rwanda. And I feel like Kenya can have the white truck. Please let me know in the comments if you know. All right, and I think you guys could probably figure this one out. We have got the white centers, white outers, and we've got these beautiful bollards, vegetation looking like Australia. And with these kinds of like low-lying eucalypts, I would have said South Australia. However, we have a lot of yellow signposts So now I'm worried that this is west, because normally these yellow signposts are common in Western Australia. However, the dirt and the foliage make me think more South Australia. So I had a bit of a loss here. I mean, it could be somewhere in between the two. Does look like we're looking across like a lagoon at a city with some tall buildings. I don't know why I want to go South Australia here, but we have the yellow signpost. I'm really confused. Yeah. Maybe we're... I mean, I don't think we're there. It's got to be a city that's big enough to have... Like, I think you'd have... I gotta send west with that yellow signpost. And I guess I just send somewhere near Perth. Like maybe down here and just hope for the best. And it was south. Oh no, it was Melbourne. Oh my gosh. Wow, if you got that, let me know how you got it in the comments. I would love to hear about that. That's a really bad guess on my part. My initial South Australia would have been way better. But since I went west, that would have been catastrophic. So anyway, here we are with yellow backplates and very European looking architecture, which would put us in England, presumably, especially with the cars parked on the left side of the road here. You can get yellow plates in like Netherlands, but architecture looks way more English, and we have some English right there. So unfortunately, I am not a good England player. I do feel like this kind of brick can sometimes push you towards like Scotland, but I feel like the White House is no. I would honestly feel like this could be South Coast as much as it could be Scotland. So I would hedge Birmingham here. And it was Barnard Castle. 19825. Let's see if we can break 2000 here. Let's see if we can break 2000 here. I'll be back with the third and final challenge of the day. All right, we're back with the third and final challenge of the day. Let me know if you played along this far. All right, we're looking at US or Canada here. We have no front plate already. We can see a sign that says fallen rocks. We have speed limit 25, which means we're not going to be in Canada because it would say 25 or maximum 25. Got let's see, lots of clues here. The no front plates is, well, actually, I think we can see a Pennsylvania plate there. So that's wonderful, because this could totally be Pennsylvania. So let's see if we can find any more clues. I mean, it's very hilly. There is an area code over there, but I don't know area codes, so... I mean, Pennsylvania is already a good find, and that's a very clear Pennsylvania plate there, too. So we're just going to find some place in the hills of northern Pennsylvania. I mean, all of it's hilly, so... We'll go by Scranton, a little further east, right by the New York border, but not a terrible guess. Ooh, okay. Fun one here. Got corn, guys. We got corn. Got some like poplar looking trees in the distance. For some reason the architecture looks vaguely European. Sun in the south. But yeah, I don't know what I would go here. Honestly, let's see the copyright here. It's probably gonna be 2020. Honestly, I don't even know what that is. But I kind of thought Denmark possibly with that long house down there, but Denmark is quite the commit, and these trees do not look very northern. Actually, if anything, it's probably somewhat south this round. I might send Hungary here. Like a southern Hungary, and just It could be France or it's Belgium. It's not a great guess, guys. It's not a great guess, guys. If you got something there, let me know. All right, we are back in probably the United States, except for actually it says 50. So I think we might actually be in Canada here. Yeah, interesting. Interesting property marker. I mean, that doesn't have to be, that's a weird sign right there. That is a weird sign. I'm thrown off by that sign. Sharp Homestead. We got English. I honestly kind of want to go Ontario here. That property marker is very interesting. This sign looks Canadian to me. I could be way off, but sign looks Canadian to me. Property marker sort of strikes me as vaguely Canadian. I'm going to send to Ontario here, but I'm very worried. I think it's probably not. It's probably like, maybe it's like New York or something, but let's try it. It was Ontario. We nailed it. 39 kilometers. Let's go. Wow. That's a good guess. Okay, this is a pretty clear Kenya here. We have the silver truck. We got no snorkel, which would usually push us more west. Landscape fits for something out west. Maybe an Eldoret. Maybe it's quite hilly. Could be by the lake too. Yeah, I probably am clicking near the lake or Eldoret here. What am I doing? Where's Kenya? Yeah, so I'm probably hedging everything with a little bit of a Kisumu Eldoret click. And it was actually quite a bit south, but that's okay. We're still 100 kilometers away. So we're moving to round 5. Let's hope it's a fun one. We're driving right. We have a dirt road and a round concrete pole. So this is actually a fun one because we got a type A guardrail. We got sun that is deceptive. It seems like it's in the north, but can't really tell. Yeah, this is a tough one. Argentina comes to mind. Don't think it's Colombia, but it could be northern Colombia. These poles are strange. Don't think it's Brazil. Although the poles... The pole tops look Brazilian. Oh man, I'm gonna throw my last one here, aren't I? All right. Main 3 options here, in my opinion, are Argentina, Brazil, Colombia. So, do we think this is like a North Arch? Do we think it's Colombia? Do we think it's Brazil? I guess we don't think it's Mexico, but it's really hard to tell where the sun is. So, can't tell if that's where the sun is or if it's just a reflection. So, but I think that pole would really be octagonal if this was Mexico. So, let's just rule out Mexico. The fact that the bottom is painted throws me off, although that makes me think... I'm really lost here, guys. I am really lost. Oy, oy, oy. I want to send North Arch, but I'm just getting... It doesn't feel right for North Arch. But it also doesn't really feel right for Colombia. I'm going to send North Arch. I don't like this. I think it's probably Colombia. Nope. Wow. It was... We even got the province, guys. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened, but talking it out definitely helps. That was our best one yet, 21,841. Thanks for playing along, everyone who did. I would love to hear your scores. I would love to hear metas that I missed. Well, I'm always trying to get better, so that's the first time I've done that. I think that was pretty fun. Let me know if you liked it. Also, I could do more of these, or I could never do one again. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. I'm going to try to go out and enjoy it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.